Hello, my gorgeous Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for this month of October. So as you can see on the screen, this is all about big moves and soul expansion, full moon clarity, and new moon vision. So there is beautiful things that we have that I've got to show you for this month. So we'll get into a little bit of the astrology in a moment, as well as some tarot. But before we do that, abundance is the perfect potion for this month, just to help really attract higher potential. So it says, I attract abundance and prosperity with ease. So this is perfect to use as part of your ritual, to sit and focus your intentions and to focus your heart's energy and to radiate that magnetic desire to you of whatever it is that you're manifesting. The crystal that we have, and that's over on at solalchemypotions.com, the crystal we have is apophyllite. And you can see here, this is all about higher elevation. So this one is a double tip. But what we see with this is there's sort of like a, can you guys see that level in there? There's like a first story and a second story in the little crystal building. So anyway, this is all about elevation. It's about the physical, making contact with the spiritual and being able to go between. So it's a really beautiful crystal, as well as helping to bring higher spiritual ideas and alignment into the physical as well. So let me get into a little bit of astrology in a second. I just want to pop up Soul Alchemy Potions. So when you do purchase the potion, you actually get sent an invite to our online new moon community event. So this is a beautiful space where we all manifest and work with our goals together, as well as we quite often do some kinesiology. We also work with manifestation. The best way to get the invite is through purchasing a potion, but I would say it would be with the complete bundle, which has everything in it. And if you're looking for a one-on-one private reading to go a little bit deeper into your own personal questions, the psychic tarot reading would be the ideal one. So this one would be most popular, or if you're into the starseed side of things, the galactic starseed reading, both of them contain aura drawing. So it's jam-packed with value for the hour. And I just want to say thank you also for those that have subscribed to my channel. Hit that thumbs up. I so appreciate that. And yeah, go check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign. Most of them are up already. And let's get started into some of the astrology. Just bring up my notes. Okay, so this was all about big moves and soul expansion. So full moon clarity, and this also helps with clarity too. A new moon vision. So Capricorn, October is opening the doorway for you guys for connection and long-term visioning. So this is also why working with this one for this month, just to keep that repetition up when you're visioning that, when you're focused and drinking and sipping your potion each morning, afternoon and evening. So when Mercury moves into Scorpio on October the 6th, your focus sharpens on networking, meaningful collaborations, and aligned with opportunities that will more serve your growth. And I always like to add, for my best and highest good. But the full moon in Aries on the same day will shine a light on home and family and take time to release tension. So making choices that foster balance and nurture your closest relationships. Mid-month, Venus enters Libra on October 13th, and this will bring momentum to your professional path. So we will also have, let me just find where I'm up to. While Pluto directs and supports confidence in financial matters and resource management, the new moon in October or the 21st is a powerful moment to plant intentions for career ambitions and dream big. So this is all about focusing and setting your course, or doing your vision plan or vision board, looking at what it is that you want to manifest in those moments going forward into future. So Neptune's return to Pisces on October 22nd also nudges you to revisit unfinished projects. Learning experiences with fresh insight may come upon your path as well, whether you're seeking them or whether you're attracting them. It's a good time for this. So finally, Mercury entering Sagittarius on October 29th deepens reflection, allowing you to integrate soul lessons and past patterns, but also helps you to prepare for the next significant move with clarity and next up leveling, and also bring more focus too. So let's have a look into the cards and see what is in the cards for my beautiful Capricorn for this month of October. Okay. Okay, I'm just getting told to flick these. So we're starting with Queen of Cups, the Love card, the Ten of Wands, the Emperor. I'm hearing the word revisioning, and the Queen of Swords. So this is putting out for exactly what it is that you do want, especially when it comes to work and relationships. We also have the Alchemy card, and one more. We have the Hierophant. So this is definitely about aiming and setting your goals higher. It's also about realizing your worth. So we're starting out with Queen of Cups, who's quite empathic. She's quite giving. She's a beautiful character that really sort of, she reflects and brings into our world more of an unconditional love. And we also have the card of Two of Cups, which is the card of love. And this is about connection. It's about contracts and agreements as well. Sometimes it's about sort of merging and bringing together. So we also have the Ten of Wands, which can be the card of oppression. So I really feel with this too, it's looking and addressing it, how much it is that you pour into other people, how much you give. Are they hindering and holding back or giving you too much of a load? And we then have the Emperor with the Queen of Swords. So it's more about looking at what it is that you want. I also keep feeling that this is not just about like external. This is about innately realizing your value and worth. We then have that integration with the art. So we know that when we're looking for a soulmate, they quite often don't just appear in front of us. It's more that we have to embrace and encompass those skills and those gifts and their personality traits or their you have to sort of act as that whole person that already has that other half to you. And this is quite often how we draw or magnetize these sorts of beautiful souls to us. So sometimes you'll also magnetize and draw to you lessons and patterns and things that you need to finish off. So we're really looking into the spread of the cards at aiming higher with this. We have the Hierophant. So definitely work with meditation at the moment, definitely talking even if it's a pattern that's been going on for a while, I would talk to whether it's a therapist or, book a session, that side of things. And we can have a look into patterns. We can look into past lives if there's anything that needs releasing. But at the moment, I do feel this is more about like the integration. So say, for example, if we're looking at things from, an anxious attachment and an avoidant pattern, did you guys just see that thing fly past? So we see that there's two polarities. And sometimes, say if you've got one person that's sort of chasing or they're more anxious, it does tend to become the opposite polarity and push the other person away. So when we're grounded and we're embodying and we're becoming the whole, we tend to attract a lot more. So that's what we're seeing with this Queen of Swords and also the Alchemy card. Let me just get some advice from Spirit. So I do feel for some of you, this will be more geared towards work, not necessarily just to do with love. We've got Six of Coins, which is the card of success. This is Taurus energy as well, and the moon. We have the Lover's card too, and we have the Eight of Swords. So a few of you may have been feeling stuck in a rut. We do have the Hermit card come out with this. Let me go get another card. Four of Wands. This is definitely coming up for relationship energy with quite a few of you at the moment. I just keep feeling I'm hearing different frequencies. So I feel like we're not just dealing with one kind of situation. I feel like there's intricacies in individual relationships that we're dealing with here. So it may be too deep to go into to look at across the board at multiple different relationships for people in a general reading. So definitely I would encourage to book a one-on-one session. But yeah, we've got the Six of Discs with the Lover's card. We've got the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is sometimes with this energy, we see it as Medusa. But in the other traditional Rider-Waite deck, we see the lady with the ropes and the bondage, and she has the blindfold on. And these swords are kind of blocking or caging her in. So with that, we need to be able to conceptualize a higher viewpoint outside of that blindfold, outside of those swords. We need to think outside the box or think outside of the way in which our current reality was created. So we do need to actually come out of the hermit cave. Sometimes it's good to, work on your magic, rest and restore first, rather than just, coming straight out of the cave, because you may attract more of the same pattern or thing. So we do have a Four of Wands with this. So this is a completion energy. So it's good that it's coming up. With this too, this is often called the spiritual marriage card. So it's Venus and Aries. So yeah, it looks like pattern changing, but I also feel it's about you you embodying the ideals of what it is that you're looking for in a relationship too. So let's head to the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck. And if you're looking for a one-on-one session or the potions, everything is in the description box below. And please make sure to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, or your Venus. And the card that we have for you guys for this month is Cannabis. And I think we had this for may have been Taurus or Gemini. I'm trying to remember which one. So do go check your other one out. And this one is all about detachment. And we see here, this is almost like detachment from the mental body. We see Saturn and Jupiter energy, Neptune at the top. And with that too, it can bring a little bit of the unusual, but it's all sometimes where we're trying to control things. And sometimes when we're trying to control things, we're living in scarcity and we're living in, oh my gosh, I don't have control over this. And so what's actually getting sent out as like a little spiral or a wave into the universe is that emotion. It's not necessarily what we want. So let's read the little chapter or the little guidance section on this. Okay, so with this one, Saturn is said to be the lord of time and space and the lord of karma. Although often called the great malefic, Saturn is much more than what we experience in third dimensional reality. The space-time continuum is a system that encompasses third dimensional reality as we know it. Said to be ruled by Saturn, yet the transcendence of this reality is freedom from Saturn, depicting by its polarity of Neptune. When the angels of time and space are respected, Saturn, they bless us with freedom and the ability to transcend, which is Neptune. The cycles of the pain body, if you feel restless, anxious, trapped in your own body, or you're having trouble sleeping, cannabis is also here to remind you to cultivate inner calm. Breathe deeply, go for a walk in nature, immerse yourself in meditation, taking naps, creatively cultivate practice that softens unsettled aspects of your being. Do not succumb to quick fix solutions when it comes to decompressing, as this often leads to self-neglect, disassociation. Tune deeply into the energetics of the ancient ally and learn to transcend the cycles of self-induced pain. So we're really seeing a cycle breaker with this. So I do encourage, especially for your sign in particular, because I do feel there's a crossroad that you're at. So if you do feel called to have a one-on-one reading, everything is in the description box below. We can definitely look into your individual situation. And yeah, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. And I will see you guys next month.